The last part is kind of documenting how I use the Flickr as an interactive part. Beyond just kids having their own portfolios that I can see it, we're really pushing them to act like artists. Using the Flickr, kids can then, like I said, start to think about, all right, which images are the best for a certain thing? A kid that applied to MyICA Pre-College, a kid that applied for Maryland Distinguished Scholar for the Arts. They're able to make this set of their work. I can review that and say, okay, let's include this, let's include that. And they're not pulling out their whole portfolio and we're having to go through that. I can look at this anytime. The other cool thing is you start to think about how kids are representing their work and organizing it. You start to look at how professional artists are organizing their work. There's some nice correlations. So again, they're building that artistic behavior of organizing their work and taking responsibility, what they want to show. Another cool feature of Flickr is you can make these slideshows. So again, when kids are commenting on their work, making written descriptions, I can pull these up in class. As we're looking through work, we can see how the student has titled it, what media they used, what they said about their work, and I can just click right across. That's another example of that. I had some kids write some quotes after the fact, after using it. Here's kind of some snapshots of what they said. I use Flickr as an online portfolio for my work. It helps me stay organized and allows me to quickly reference my work when I need to. Living in a world where all of my friends and I use websites such as Facebook and MySpace, Flickr seemed to fit right in. I was even able to use my Flickr portfolio to apply to college, making the application process really easy. I've had several kids just randomly have their Flickr portfolio noticed by businesses, by college reps, and they get so excited. Aside from the community that we have in our class, we also really cultivate communities beyond that. If kids want to, they can have their images viewed by everyone. So here's an example of a kid who's really into photography and comments that he's part of a photography group from other photographers. That's really great for kids' self-esteem and really to start interacting and looking at other work. Okay, that guy really admired my work. Let me click on him. Let me look at his work. Again, they're starting to network. Another thing that we did was started to have kids from our school interact with other high schools in the county. So we linked up with some other teachers and got them on board with the same concept. And as part of the midterm and final, kids have to assess other kids' work. So this is a comment that a kid from another school made about one of my kids' work. Same thing here. Hi, I'm a student from this school. This is what I think about your work. Really great interaction. And then it opens up that classroom to such a much wider realm. And you really get to see kids, again, talking and writing about artwork, and it's on their level. They're excited to see other kids their age and what they're making, being able to talk about it. Some other quotes about Flickr. It assists me with opening and connecting to fellow artists from around the world to exchange thoughts, advice, and insights towards becoming a better artist. Having my work out there in the open, I'm starting to get noticed as an artist and hope to continue expanding this network. I use Flickr as an organized and easy access portfolio to share with potential buyers of my work, my professors, as well as my friends and family. It's much more convenient than carrying around my portfolio, especially when certain works are displayed in an art gallery or when projects are too large to actually carry around. Lots of advantages. These are two other teachers that I collaborated with. Mr. Malfino, who I was talking about earlier with a former student and a MyICA grad, really puts it well when he says the Flickr community affords students, teachers, parents, administration, and even the outside community easy access to the art of the program. So it's a way to really toot your horn in the community. Since Flickr is web-based, the teacher only needs a computer with internet access to begin. With the With Flickr, we also added another aspect and kind of like an inbox, outbox. There's something called a group pool. Once you're in that group, kids can submit a work to that group pool. For instance, for this assignment, kids were had to go out and shoot a certain image, or an image based on a prompt. They loaded into this group pool, and now we can look at that collectively. So it's like a turn-in folder. There's also a discussion area on Flickr. So I can give written exams or written questions and have the kids respond in posts to that. Again, I'm eliminating paper, and they're online doing typing in the way that they're used to learning. This is simply just showing, again, that same student with that slide, but at the top, it shows a request or a call for work. So for instance, if I know that there's a show where I can submit work to, I just put it on Flickr and let the kids upload and select the piece that they want. Again, this is very much like the real world. Here's another example of how an assignment is posted, kids' responses. We have kids do goal setting on Flickr. And we also do artist statements on Flickr where they can write something, I can edit their response, and go in and post that. They complete portfolio reflections. Here again, they're responding to other students. It's helping them to prepare for the AP exam. And if you look at the way the AP exam is set up now, it's all digital. It used to be we had to take slides. Now they upload it digitally. Boy, this looks very similar to the way that Flickr is set up with sets. So it's preparing them, again, for now colleges are asking digital submissions. It's kind of a really good link up with where colleges, scholarships, and the world is going, and trying to teach them that behavior in high school is really important. A couple notes that I'll make. If some of you I know might not be interested in the high school realm, I've seen teachers on the middle school and elementary side use something like this to just display class images. So let's say I don't necessarily want kids to have all their own accounts, but I could have Mr. English's third grade portraits and put them up in a gallery for everyone to see and link that. I think the digital realm is definitely the way to go, and I hope that you guys enjoyed some of this. I realized that it was pretty quick. But if you have more questions, you're welcome to email me. Every year I usually welcome a class of Miss Morris's into my room to come and observe. Some of you may be a part of that class this year, I don't know. So you may see me again. But my classroom is always open. My Reservoir is probably about 25-30 minutes drive from here. If you're looking for a place to come observe and hang out for the day, pluck my brain of anything, I'd be happy to welcome you in. So, thanks.